see it, the farther you run, the less likely you are to get stuck. But this universe tends to stop me in my tracks. One way or another. Hero. It's throwing rocks at our window.
¿Qué veía que era?
I don't know if you can stand to hear my voice right now. I was there. I was sorry. Eris had a message for her knife. You keen on a little vengeance, killer? She kept plans for times like this. Piles of balled up, scribbled paper and ink in her old place in the city. Hadn't been staying there for a while, but it's full of her things. You've probably walked by it 100 times. I'll send you a pin. Whatever she left you there, you take it up and you kill what killed her. I'll throw my cannon in on that too. Ayat or whatever, just get it done.
Cabrón, trajeron de la city para atrás. Bellaco. El apartamento es mío, papi. Yes, sir.
Task list updated.
Alright, let me address this, bro. Why did I unfollow him after the stream? Let me address this. I didn't unfollow him after the stream, right? For me, I'm very logical. I followed Speed now for like maybe a year or so, right? Right when we called each other out, right when it became a thing, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I knew in my head, I'm like, okay, we're actually for sure gonna race, right? So I'm drawing up the story. I'm a director. I love this, bro. This is what I do. you, like, in another life, there's no other life, right? There's one life. But I could see myself being like a film director. I like that job. I like to direct. So for me, I'm like, yo, it needs to look like there's smoke. I need to draw the story. Now, I'm not going to follow this dude. We're not friends. Because if I follow him, it looks friendly. Even people in the chat were saying, yo, this is stage, bro. You guys are really, like, you guys are just staging the fight. Like, I mean, you guys are just staging the race. So in my head, I'm like, it doesn't look right. I'm following him. Let me just unfollow. That was a week ago. I unfollowed. I didn't unfollow after the stream. That would be weird. That would be like weird.
I have fallen.
Why did all right, let me address this.
But I know that my life was not forfeit from inaction
I didn't
or
unfollow
fear.
him after the
No.
stream, right? For me,
Mine, Briar's last gift to me was not squandered.
Guardian. Ikora sent me. I'll be assuming.
Construction is underway on the new library wing, Warlock.
I greet you in the light, Guardian. I regret that you must see me like this. Ido insists that this is slowing the curse, but it is no cure.
Much Eliksni medicine was forgotten. Ido seeks a remedy in secrets of Old Reese.
There are few still living who know the ways of our lost home.
Eremiskel remembers. Captured by the Guardian this day, she will help.
Her love for the Eliksni is
Storytelling,
poisoned
yes,
by
sir.
hatred of the great machine.
But now she will see wisdom in your path. Yes. Safety with House Light. Protected by Guardians.
Safe, but not whole. I thought being near the great machine would help reclaim what we lost on Reese. But I look at our hatchlings now, living in the ruins of humanity. Their limbs lie scrap, and I see that we are debased, corrupted, defiled, doomed to meet our final end as scorn.
Trust in Ido. Varix teaches the ways of House Judgment. She will find old solutions to new problems. You will see.
Even after the Traveler fled our skies, and our world was swept away in horror. After our great houses fell to betrayal and futile war, some Eliksni held hope for unity and a future for our people. I do not know how much time remains to me, but if none challenge Fikrul, that dream is lost. Fikrul will condemn Eliksni to decay and ruin. We will be a dead people, rolled over by the dead. My life is for my daughter and my house. Let them see that I still believe the old stories. Old stories tell that when Reese was threatened by dangers no weapon could defeat, the Kells would call upon a Slayer Baron. One possessed of forgotten knowledge, capable of impossible feats. One who can stand against an unrelenting foe. Does that not describe you well, my friend? So much of our history is tale and myth, but the scribe Varix remembers much. And what he cannot recall, Ido will help you uncover. I name you my Slayer Baron, and I beg of you, defend our house. Defend.
El diablo, oh.
Deliver them from this second whirlwind.
Deliver them from the son of God.
And when the time comes, deliver them from my
Curse. Válgame, Dios. Carlito, esto se puso potente. Ok. Attack the Libra.
Fikrul and his minions continue to hunt down Eliksni across the soul system. He does not seek to call them under his banner. He will warp their minds, control them. They will kneel, willing or otherwise. Kell of Kells, Slayer, Baron, these are old titles, but our faith in them holds strong. Even those in House Salvation will understand the role you play. Death came for Reese, and none could prevent it. But that does not have to be our future. I will not compel your obedience, Guardian. I beseech you, as kin, join your sword arms to mine. Slayer Baron of House Light, stand against those who would cast us into ruin. Cut down all those who would destroy our house. Carve a future for the living from the bones of the dead.
I visited Aramis in her cell. We've been talking a little. I think we're making progress. She's been more responsive lately. You've been out there protecting our people. Even she has to admit that much. I mentioned that I've been working with Varix to track down information about tonics. Aramis said she knew a couple of older Elixni with knowledge of such things. If we could track down an apothecary, it would speed up my research considerably. In the meantime,
Halo.
Varix sees suspicion in the Slayer Baron. Can they trust?
little scallywag. And welcome to my newest home, ever closer to the center of power. I do enjoy your visits. I think you'll find our friendship agreeable.